Hello, how are we doing? Buenos dias, buenas noches. How are we tonight, today, whichever, both, all? We are, as always, Unico Era, the data VTuber, and tonight we are first turning down our mic volume just a little bit, just a touch, so we don't blow anyone's ears out. But tonight we are going to be kicking off our weekly streaming activities with a new project in Blender here. We are going to be putting down our previous project for just a little bit while inspiration struck here. So we'll sort of go over what we're going to be doing as we get into it. Let's see if we remember anything at all. That seems like a good place to start. So, what we are going to be doing tonight is we are going to be modeling out another object or another set of objects. Less an object, well, a little bit of an object. So, long story short, what we're doing is we want to have, we're not good at, first of all, we're going to be, right, no shift, just middle mouse button to move. Got it. We knew that. What we are going to be doing is we are not great at perceiving 3D or perceiving 3D spaces on 2D planes. The dimensions of your universe work very strangely from how we're used to. It's all primitive. It's also primitive compared to where we're from. So, what we were once suggested to do is, well, we're just going to use a reference. Use photographs. I mean, that's pretty standard practice for artists anyways. But we are going to be making essentially a dedicated model. This is going to be a humanoid model, since humanoids are difficult to comprehend. Not our strong suit, anatomy. But with this, we hope that we're going to be able to, we're going to model it out, put some bones on it, so that we have some posability while keeping it as a cohesive whole. And use our boy. It's like one of those wooden mannequins that people use for like clay sculpting. Well, that's what we've used it for in the past. But the ones that are all like mini crash test dummies. They've got their ball joints and everything, and their points of articulation. So that is what we are going to be doing. And we are also going to be screwing up our work layout real quick. And up? No. Up? No. How about up? Yeah, look at that. And then this is going to be 1 on the D-pad, and that's 7 on the D-pad. Look at that. We can retain information, no problem. All right, so where we're going to be starting here, we've got this cylinder. Honestly, we kind of want to start with the legs. So we should probably also pull up a anatomy reference. Because we want our little mannequin, our little doll here, to be relatively accurate to how you humans look. If we're going to be using them to draw over in an attempt to improve our artistry as a for humans, basically. Oh my goodness, we remember this image. Holy shit. Yanni used one of these in art school. We can't believe it's still on the front page of Google image search. All right, well, we've got some bones, we've got some muscles, we've got some very upsetting images involving humanoids without their skin. So that's fun. That's very fun. We've just got an image of a heart right here. That's not exactly the anatomy reference we're looking for. And several images of the intestines of a human. Also, not quite what we're looking for. I suppose this one will work well enough. All right. So, with you humans, your legs are kind of like. Your legs are weird. They're like conical on top. And then we don't even know what shape to describe the lower portion. It's not very upsetting to look at, if we're being honest. Okay, so let's hope that any additional what's the word we're looking for? What's the word we're looking for? Polygons? Objects. That's what we were thinking of. Any additional objects or shapes that we load in don't automatically just connect to this object. We want them to be separate. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be, if you can't tell already, very simple little doll here. We're not going for actually anatomically correct. We're looking to get the important bits, the important curves and shapature in here, but we're not overly concerned with and our gizmo's gone. Great. Oh, here it is. It's not gone. We're just in the wrong selection mode. We're not overly concerned with being fully anatomically correct, just as long as the important bits are present. So I think we're going to it's a nice upper thigh. We're gonna do half of the boy. Gonna make half of the boy, this half in particular. We have always had a preference for the left hand half. And we are going to just mirror over the boy when they are at such a point that they may be mirrored. What the fuck is this? Interesting. Okay. Scene collection. So let's see if we can. So we don't want to get, as we said, the other pieces all parented or connected or, relevant to one another until such a time that we are confident that we have exactly what we need as we need it. Add mesh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go back down here. Not quite sure why you're down there like that. We're going to move you up a bit though. And honestly, the knee bit can probably come up a bit. If we're using the red line here, the x-axis as a point of reference for the floor. Dimensions, rotation, scale. It's this one we're looking for, right? Well, the thigh is a bit longer than the lower ankle, calf, and shin area. That might actually be a fine length. Whoops. Because this top part up here, this where it spreads out and then tapers back in, that's not actually, we keep using the side view panel. God damn it. That's not actually going to be our part of our thigh. That's more like our hip. It's going to be not stuck out like this once we're all well and done. But let's now get into edit mode, and we're going to add a few loops. And we wish we remembered how to make more than one at a time, but that's fine. Now, the fun thing, oh shit. Oh yeah, we could sculpt it. No, like we said, we're not all that interested in and we're actually going to save this, but we don't want to bring up our files, so we will be right back. Keep you company though. We don't want to do anything that would no, the humans are not fully cylindrical, right? There's a bit of ovularness to your functions, and we think we're just going to name this file the boy, BOI .blend. All right, that is safely saved. We are not showing our computer files again. All right, so this is saved. So in the event that for some reason scaling these at the same time connects them, we're not totally screwed. Okay, so the y-axis is sort of our front and back. So right like that, that's good. That's a relatively ovularish shape in a way that is also sort of humanoid, maybe. Again, we're still very much trapped in a computer box, a computer case, so we're not all too familiar with the humanoid form in any way, shape, or form. And, alright, so these points are gonna stay there. And then these are going to be, we'll see how this works. We're already a little unsure. Keep. Well, that only selected half of what we want. So if we select from this angle, okay, well, why aren't you selecting? You're not being helpful. Making me look bad. Come on, man, work with me. All right, select all these, all of them. All right, go back to the selection tool. Maybe that's our problem. No. God, you are a real piece of work, huh? Okay. It's fine. As long as we get those two. And then, fuck it. For the time being. Alright. Well, it's not even selecting. I wonder if we go wireframe and then select again. Maybe it's because we're also using the wire tool and not the poly tool. That might also be it. Okay, so that is giving us more. This is giving us more of what we want. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That's still a little... It's fine, it's fine. We'll just unselect these. Can we not unselect you? Okay. Now, why aren't you behaving? We don't understand the rules here, Blender. You tell us to do things one way, and we do it, and then you say that's not how it works. Okay, well, we've got that well enough, right? Maybe we'll move this wire. These up a bit out a bit as well. Not up, out, out. But we don't want to use those. And honestly, this top part can come down a bit. And then as a whole, we just move it up and then extend the ankle area a bit. And you know what? We could probably bring it, the whole thing down a bit as well. The whole model. But it might not even be necessary because we do still need to add feet. Not going to be elegant feet. These are going to be like 2 out of 5 on wiki feet kind of feet. So I hope there are no high expectations for these. Yeah, that's vaguely human-ish. Vaguely being the operative word here. All right. Back to object mode then. Oh gosh, what are we going to do for the hands? Those are going to be rough. Those are going to be rough. We might just give the boy mittens too. Alrighty, so for feet, what are we doing for feet? We think we'll just make one proper, like, ovular shape. Let's see. Actually, if we make another cylinder, bring it back, one hop this time. Can we just scale all these down? 44. Come on, 44. There we go. 44. That seems incorrect, but what did I have? 81? That's also not correct. All right, why aren't you working? Why? I typed the damn thing in. You are so confusing. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. It's going to be real simple. Bring this up. And it's okay if they overlap. And then we go to edit mode, line. We're going to cut a loop here. And what we're going to do, we're going to go to the front. And for the feet / toe part, actually, I wonder if, no, that's the wrong side. Well, we can probably select it from here. Where is our wireframe? We go back to our, nope, we're not doing that. We want selection tool. There we go. And now we're just gonna extrude this boy out. This usually, toes go past their knees, usually, so kind of like on par with like the front of their thigh. So this is actually probably a good size. Yeah, right there. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful foot? Immaculate. Maybe we can rotate it a bit to at least give it like, actually no. I'm not going to want to rotate it first. We're going to want to scale it down a bit and then rotate it. No, we're not going to want to do either of those things. We're going to leave it as is. Leave it as is. And at this point, the hip may need to come down a bit. Okay, back into edit mode, and we're going to snag you and just bring you down. Just knock you down a few pegs. That looks slightly more proportioned. All right. All right. That's not what we wanted to do. There. Back to object mode. Back to safety. We've got our leg. We're going to want to bring our thigh down a bit. That's fine. Right there. Is it? Right there. All right, now, torso time. Now, the torso is probably going to be the one part that we can't just mirror over, unfortunately. And we're using the Y as the center, right? All of our workspaces we just fully fucked up. So, all right. You're 7. You're 1. Okay. If I grab that, you don't go anywhere. And if I grab you, nothing else goes anywhere. Okay. Save. Beautiful. That is exactly how we want it. Okay. So, y'all know the drill. Object mode, add, mesh, cylinder. This cylinder, I'm going to bring this boy up. And we are going to, honestly, just scale the hell out of it. This is going to be the beefiest cylinder here. And it might benefit from being in wireframe mode. I want it to be relatively, centered on the x-axis there. But other than that, we just need to sort of shape it. So, again, y'all have got like ovular bodies. It's really weird. We don't question it. Y'all do you. And they're definitely longer than that. we are going to be, we're going to make an actual proper hip piece. It's more like trapezoidal, triangular, to kind of account for the whole pelvis and groin area down here, so that when the legs move, there's like not actual joints, but you at least get the connecting tissue almost, the relevant areas of connecting tissue, because that just looks kind of goofy. So we don't want to. We're gonna put a little effort into it. Most of the effort is going to be in learning how to make the rigging on this in Blender. Again, if this was 3ds Max or Maya, this would be done within the night. But this is a learning process, so this is just how it's gonna be. All right, that's probably a fine size for the torso. Actually, what we could do, no, because we want it to be segmented a little bit. Actually, speaking of, we do want to make another. Now, if we fuck with this, are you gonna... Nope, the other one's not gonna move. If we mess with this, the other one's not gonna move. Okay. And we are going to rename all of these, actually. Because looking at a hierarchy of cylinders is a little confusing. So, this is going to be our body dash upper. This is going to be our body dash lower. That should not have all been capsed. And this is going to be our ankle. And our foot. And thigh. All right, so those are all properly named. Let's go to the upper body. And we're going to scale this down. And raise it up to here. As for the lower body, we're going to do the opposite. Well, still going to scale it down. But we are going to move this one down here. So we've got a little bit of a segmentation going on. So we can have our boy move at the waist a little bit. All right. And then, honestly, we could probably move this down. What we'll do with you is we'll bring you into edit mode. And we'll just scale this bottom plate here down. You know what? We'll scale. Oh, we don't want it to scale that way. Got it. In, and then we'll just push this up. How's that looking? A little bit more like that. Then I think we'll just bring the whole pelvis. I think we'll just go back into object mode and bring all of these down so they connect right there. It's not a pretty boy, but he's ours. Okay. Shoulders on our upper body. Go back into edit mode. And we're going to do some extruding. Get a bit of height on these. And what do we think? thinking the bevel tool actually. We hit up you, hit up the bevel tool. And then I think we're going to have like a ball or something for the, like a ball joint for the shoulders. Because the shoulders they don't move independently, right? But they're a little sort of wiggly. A little bit. All right. On to our wiggly shoulders. Wiggly shoulders. I think for these we'll add not a circle. Where is our UV sphere? There we go. UV sphere, push it back a bit. And for this, we're going to just stick it right over here. And maybe enlarge it a bit. Enlarge it just a tot. Oh, that's not what we wanted. It's the outer one. It's the outer one. Okay. Right. Then flatten it just a little bit. Just a little bit. So it's more like pauldrons than. Then rotate just slightly. Then push it into the torso just a bit. Just a bit. There. That is a perfectly acceptable shoulder. For our purposes. Mesh. Cylinder. Back up. And back up. And over. How are the arms? The arms are honestly kind of like the thighs. Arms are kind of like the thighs, according to this anatomy study. Really hope that the anatomy study we're looking at is accurate because, I mean, we won't know if it's not. And it'll really fuck up our boy if it isn't. This is, our boy could come out looking like a Frankenstein. Because we followed this too closely. All right. This shoulders are weird. Why are you humans built so fucking weird? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know. Why carbon-based? Still confuses me to this day. There's no benefit. They're all gross and sticky and this fluids all the time. Ugh. Which one of you thought this was a good idea? To make all humans freaking weird looking. You're not even cool, right? You're just fragile. Okay. And then we think we'll do the same thing we did with the legs, which is extrude, up, then scale, oh, not that in, just like that. So it fuses with the shoulder slightly better. How did that look? That looks fine. Yeah. According to this, arms go right about to the waist, so that's fine. Torso is looking a little bit long. Honestly, everything's looking a little bit long, but we'll get down the important stuff. We'll get down the basics, and then we'll resize everything. We have to run and check on something, so hold up for one moment. We will be right back. Okay, returned. Which cylinder is this? This is our upper arm. We don't know anatomy terms. Where's the ball? Where's the sphere? Sphere. That is the shoulder. And honestly, you know what, while we're here, well, it's the upper body that, I mean, both of these are so freaking long. So we're just gonna scoot you down a bit. Scoot all this down. And then just move your... Honestly, humans aren't like just barrels, we suppose. So we can give a little bit of a... There we go. A little bit of... Oh, did we fuck something up? Upper body, okay. We'll not do that again. It didn't seem to like it when we just tried to navigate from one poly to another within object mode. Okay, understood. Yeah, that looks slightly better. It does look slightly better. And now we can also go in a little bit. Vaguely barrel shaped, not totally barrel shaped, we suppose. And then we'll do this as well. So there. That should suffice. Now we just need to fix these heckin' legs, huh? But first, we shall complete... Well, we're going to complete the boy's arms. Add mesh. One more cylinder, please. Por favor, gracias, arigato. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Y de arriba, por aquí. Por favor. Okay. All right. And our little, what is that? That's not the shoulder. This is the shoulder. This is the other bendy joint, not the wrist. The elbow. That's the word. That we. All right. So the wrist is not like the calf in that it bulges. Instead, it does sort of taper similar to the thigh. That's not the direction we wanted to go with you. But it does sort of reach the, well, that's the end of the hand. That reaches down to the more, whoops, the waist. That's more the hand area. All right, and we do actually want to move it up a bit. That's nice. All right. Then our polys. So these, again, we're gonna just a little bit expand them out. Very subtle, very subtle. And then the bottom, we're gonna move up and taper this as well. Not too much. That seems all right. Now, what do we do for the hand? Okay. So if we add a mesh, we'll make this one a cube, right? Unless there's another thing. Metal ball. No. No. Honestly, a cube is going to probably be our best bet. And we are going to edit. Now what we're going to do, first we're going to squish it. Squish it like this. We're going to make a few loop cuts. Here, here, here. And then one right here. Then we're going to select these top rows. Maybe a couple more. Here, 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 here. Very good. I'm going to select these and move them up. All right. I'm going to move these up first and get rid of you two. Move these up. Get rid of you two. Move up. And then just this one slightly up. And as a whole, we'll squish it a bit more. Just a bit more. And a bit more this way as well. Okay. Now, the thumb is what this cut was for, right? So we are going to I'm going to extrude this boy. Extrude up here. And then move you out just a little bit. There we go. And now, just take this, push it down, push it in. And honestly, these do not even need to be here. Dissolve face. Delete face. Delete face. Delete face. And delete face. Actually, we fucked that up. So delete that one. Delete this one. No. Alright, so all of these are good. Now we what is it? Alt-M? No. Control-M? No. How do we merge the vertices? Merge vertices. Nope. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. M. No. At first. Oh, we shouldn't have even deleted those other faces, huh? Oh. Gauss. We're learning. At last. And at last. There we go. There. Okay. Now, we can honestly probably do the same for this side. At last. And then we just take these edges and give them a little push. And there we go. Maybe this one too. Oh, push. This one too. Oh, push. Push. That is a good enough hand. Alright, so we will just rocket this up. And get a little spin. We're not going to do that. Can we just mirror it? Mirror Y global. Mirror. Oh my god. Can you stop? Of course it won't. Alright. Mirror X global. And then well, oh, can we transform it? Just 180. Oh, beautiful. We like that a lot. We like that a lot. And move that over. And back. Up. And that is going to need to be scaled down because that was some huge honking hands. There. That is, again, good enough. All right, now, neck. Yeah, we're going to want to have another mesh for the neck. That's our hand. That's, no, it's not hand. Hand. And add mesh cylinder. I'll just pop this one up here. And it's just a neck. So the only thing we have for the neck is that we do want the bottom to be a little flared, so as to imitate a little bit of shoulderiness. Just getting the wireframe there. Nope, we want bottom panel. Yeah, that will work. And how we're gonna, no, everything just like that. That's fine. And then just push it to the back. Ish. Ish is the operative term here. Ish is the word of the day. Okay. I'm going to save all this. I'm going to neck. Now the head. The head is going to be, honestly, a UV sphere would probably be the best. I'll just pop this up and just leave it like that, because that's how big their brain is. Ah, that seems a little cool. Okay. Scale it up. Well, not like that. There we go. And again, y'all are a very ovular sort of person. But we also want to be able to get some, maybe that's not the way to go. Maybe we're going to go a cube again. Yeah, cube might be the play, because we do want to get a bit of chin as well. But your chin will definitely be easier to shape a bit out of a cube than a sphere. All right, and I'm gonna need a few of these as well. Few here too. Okay, this is gonna be a project and a half in of itself. Honestly, we are going to be looking to start that project next time. So what we'll do for now is we will label you head. And we're going to select all of these. Copy, paste, nope. Control C, Control V. Oh my God. No, we really can't. And we don't even need the head or the neck. Look at the hand, foot, upper body, lower body, the ankle, the thigh. Copy, paste. And then can we mirror them. How do we mirror? Ah! Oh shit. Object mode. That's why they're spazzing out in red. Oh, we don't want the upper body. God damn it. Is the fucking... How did that happen? Ah. Fuck you, honestly. Alright, well. Fine. Upper arm, shoulder, neck. Don't need the neck. Hand, foot, ankle, thigh. Control C, Control V. We don't even need this. All these. Okay, mirror, X global. Actually, we probably don't even need to mirror the feet. It's mostly just the hands. Hand, foot, not even the foot. Hand, shoulder, no. Shoulder, hand, upper arm. And just mirror them. Over. What are we mirroring? Y global then? There we go. Look at our boy. So close, yet still so far. But we are going to deal with this bullshit and this bullshit at a later date. And we are going to call it here. So, as always, if you've made it this far, we thank you for sticking around. Tomorrow is our first Twitch stream. So, if you feel like hopping on over there and saying hi, we would appreciate it. We'd be happy to see you there as well. We're going to be starting up Frostpunk, which we're super excited to play. We honestly, the songs by the Stupendium and Dan Bow about Frostpunk, the only reason that we're playing it. So we don't know literally nothing about it other than it's gonna be fucking cold. But as we said, we hope to see you there. And yeah, that is all we have for tonight. So I hope you have a good morning, day, night, buenas noches, buenos dias, buenos tardes, wherever you are. And we shall see you next time.